Good afternoon. How are you all today? I'm doing good. I thought today I would talk about the quilt that I've started. This is a block quilt, and it also has half square triangles in it. And so I have started it. I first had to cut out all the petals, but now I'm working on the background, which is the white. And so I have two made. Got here, just like that. And I will be making a video to show you how I put it together. And I know I talked about it a couple of videos back. So I am going to get started now. But in the meantime, I went shopping again. And I picked up a lot, well, not a whole lot, but a few fabrics. Now this is a flannel, and I got mostly flannels today, or the last time I shopped. This flannel is, let me put on my glasses so I can see, 1 7/8 yard, and I got it for $1.75. Let's see, it's 1 7/8 yards. So that looks like it would make a pretty good ooh, this is gonna make a nice quilt or a backing of a quilt. It is long. Wow. They're very happy with that. So, Christmas projects, blankets. Yeah. Excuse me, I dropped my little thingy here. Sorry about that. Don't want to lose that or step on it. And then, let me see, I got another one here, and it was 1 yard, and it was for $1. So, let me see what it is. It looks like trees. Oh, okay. Maybe for a baby quilt, maybe? I don't know. But it's pretty good. 1 yard. I would say I could put that on the back of a baby quilt, maybe a wilderness quilt or something. Then I picked up this one, and this one is yellow, pale yellow with pink flowers and green vines. And it's 1 1/4 yards and 45 width, and for $1.25. Now this is all at the Catholic store that I bought it from. And there again, quite a bit of yardage. No piecing. So, good one. Little girl quilt. The backing of a little girl, or adding to, right? Then I picked up this. Now this isn't, I thought it was, but it's not. It is a Christmas, and it looks like it is cotton. And it's 40 inches, 40 by 3. Okay, so it's 40 inches wide, and it's 3 yards, $3. So that looks like that'll be fun to work with. Now I do have a lot of Christmas fabrics, and so what I've done, like last Christmas, I ran out of wrapping paper, so I used my Christmas fabrics for wrapping packages. And what was nice, I could just put it back on the shelf when we were done, you know. I just put a ribbon around them, wrapped up the boxes, put a ribbon around them, and yeah, put it back on my shelf. So it came in really handy. So this is 3 yards. I'm not going to open it up, but it's nice and thick, so I know and it's a cotton. It's not felt or flannel. Okay, so here's 2 yards by 40, $2. And there again, it kind of looks like a blue marble. Real pretty. This can't beat $1 a yard, huh? I mean, it's not like, I mean, I know that when you go shopping for fabrics, right, you have something in your mind which you want to buy, right? And when I go there, I'm not I'm thinking about fabric, but I'm not being particular because I know that this can all be used. So this says it's a super snuggle fabric. So it's pretty. You know, great for the back of a boy's quilt. It's a little busy, but it actually kind of looks like paint, doesn't it? Like somebody threw paint on it. But it would be good for a back of a quilt. So every year I make some blankets for people, you know, that we've met. This year, excuse me. So last year, what did I make? I didn't make too much last year, but for Christmas I ended up buying, you know, for my son and his wife and their son, the red and white pajamas. I think they had bear. I can't remember what's the name of it, but I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. But they all 3 got it. I don't even know if they wear it, but they all have it. So they're, you know, red and white pajamas with bear slippers. Oh, it was Mama Bear, Papa Bear, and Baby Bear. So yeah, I thought that was cute. Okay, here is some gray and pink paisley print. Another cute one for a little girl's quilt. And we have 1 7/8 yard by 40-inch wide, and it's $1.75. So not quite 2 yards. So good for a back of a quilt, or maybe putting these 2 together. One on one side, one on the back side, you know, one on front, one on back. That would be kind of cool. So that is all the flannels. So that was a pretty good haul. I didn't even count to see, I didn't even add it up how much I spent, but it wasn't that much. Let's see, $1.75, I think one was $1. So maybe $10, maybe a little more. Okay, so here's another flannel. Now I have this flannel that I had bought, and I think I bought it online, and I think I paid like $14 a yard, and I was bought it for Madison's quilt, and I ended up not using it because I found out later on after I bought it that she's not into fairies, and at that time she had grown out of fairies. So, or princesses, you know. So, but I do have another yard of this, so I can use it towards another quilt, little girl quilt or something. I do have Now these aren't flannels, these are cottons, but here is like, and there probably wouldn't be, you know, any reason why you couldn't put flannel, have a flannel back to a cotton front. But this is Snow White, or it's got all the different, it's got Snow White and Cinderella and, you know, the different princesses fabric. So that'd be really cute for a baby quilt, right? Little girl quilt. So I got some stuff here for little girls quilts. Okay, so this one looks like it's a cotton. It's a yard. And it said the fabric is stitched together, so sometimes you don't realize what you're getting. So I don't know what it was made into. I didn't even look at that when I bought it. So let's see what they were making. Oh yeah, well maybe it's a pillowcase. Well, maybe so. So there you go, a nice pillowcase. Maybe looks like a pillowcase. It's sewed all the way around except for the end. Very interesting. Okay, that's cool. Another thing I was thinking of making maybe this year is pillowcases. Pillowcases would be kind of fun out of flannels. Be nice and soft, maybe. I don't know. And okay, so here is a small piece of pink fabric for 50 cents. It's 10 inch by 72 inch. Kind of a polished cotton. Or it could be a polyester, I'm not sure. And there again, I try to strive for cottons, but sometimes, now this is something that it was pieced, you know, cut off from somebody else's fabric, but there's plenty of fabric here for making a little quilt, using it for piecing. So that could go in with the little girl stuff right there, huh? Okay, this one is a half a yard, and it was 44 inches. Well, it's 44 inches wide, and it's kitty cats. Kitty cats. This is really cute if you're into kitty cats. Very cute. You could fussy cut on that if you're doing a cat quilt for somebody. You could cut out all the kitty cats. There's kitty cats on the side. I like cats. I don't have any kitty cats anymore, but we used to have cats. We had a cat named Meatball, and we had a cat named Tiger. Tiger, I was one day walking my dog out at a park, and there was Tiger, a kitten, and brought her home, and my dog Bagel raised her, so it was pretty cute. Raised him. Okay, so this was 50 cents, and it was 15 by 45. So this could be, looks like a remnant. In fact, I think I have this one already. Now that I look at it, that's pretty cute, huh? Got a little boy's quilt. Or fussy cut the balloons out. Or those hot air balloons. Okay, and two more things. So I had picked up some interfacing. I believe this is interfacing, or it could be that kind of stuff that you use on hot plates. But it was only 50 cents, so I figured I'd get it. I get a lot of my interfacing from that place. Remnants, you know, things that they've donated, and tape kind of messed it up there. But this one looks like a nice stiff one. It's not an iron-on, but you know, like I have started making I made a fabric runner, or no, a table runner for my dining room, and I wanted to make one that was Halloween / autumn. So one side is Halloween, the other is autumn or fall. And I made a video on that, so that'll be coming out soon. But see, this is nice. This would be a nice size for a table runner. It's thick enough. So heck, that's a good deal for me. And one more thing is vinyl. Now this was 36 by 7/8 of a yard. So it's not really big, but it was $1. And I thought, you know, I hate to turn things down like this, because sometimes you can use vinyl. Now it's a thin vinyl. It's not a thick one like used for purses, but this is a thin one. And you know, I don't know if you remember, but when I was making Madison's doll clothes, I was kind of wishing that I had something like this. You could make little outfits with, you know, doll clothes out of this. Bless me. So anyway, they're always good to have and hang on to, because you can always use them for something. So white vinyl. So that's about it. I don't have that, I didn't get that much today, or the other day. Oh, I did pick up a sewing machine, another one. But I think I gave it to my daughter-in-law, and I'll show it to you real quick. It's a Juli, and it is an older Juli. Not as old as mine, I don't think, but this is for a beginner sewer, I would believe, and it does do embroidery. Let me see if I can pick it up. Ooh, and it's heavy, heavy, heavy. And this is it. It's really nice. It's a real nice machine. It has a table that goes with it, and it does buttonholes. It's all computerized. It's an older machine. It runs on regular thread versus the weighted thread that I have to use on the other machine. And my daughter-in-law doesn't know how to sew, but I thought this would be a good one for her. It's not that difficult once you learn how to thread it, and you start playing around with these. And I have a manual on my phone that I'm going to make copies of, so she can refer back to. But I got this whole thing. It has the cover, plastic cover. I didn't get a plastic cover with my Juli. It was more of a vinyl. And it has an extension table like my Juli does. And this part came with it. I don't know, it's just, you know, you can take this part off and put the extension table on. And this, they don't sell these anymore for this machine. So I looked it up, so it's just an addition, so that's a pretty good thing. And so you got a little handle here, and your thread goes here. Very easy to thread it, and then to wind the bobbin is up here. And you can use Juli, because it's a Juli, so you can use Juli parts, you know, the Juli, all the different parts that Juli has. And it's got a top loading bobbin, which is good. This my Husqvarna. I wish they had an easier name. Viking has a top loading and bobbin, and that makes it really nice too. Whereas my other Juki has got a side one, and it's very hard. And plus, you have to have a cartridge to put the bobbin in. But anyway, I wouldn't trade it for. Well, I like it a lot. And I was thinking of saving this or keeping it, but it does everything this machine does. So, and this machine does more. But if you want to make a buttonhole, there's a buttonhole, and if you want to do zigzag, there's zigzag. And so it has a few different things on it that you can do, and it does have speed control, which is nice. That means it can go as slow as a turtle or fast as a rabbit, so that's really good. It has stop and go here, and that's reverse. I don't know what I think that just shows you where you thread it. Anyway, I tried it out. It sews really good. It sews really nice. And I got the whole thing for $40. I couldn't pass it up. I think it retails for about $400 or $500. So anyway, so it was good talking. I enjoyed sharing with you, and I will see you next time. And before I leave, remember, if you like my videos, press the like button, thumbs up like button, share, subscribe, doesn't cost you anything. I have 89 subscribers, so I'd like to see it go up to 100, so that would be kind of cool if you subscribed, if you haven't, and then share it with your friends. That would be fun. You know, a lot of my friends could share it with their friends that possibly know me, and then they could share it with their friends. So they can say, hey, I know that girl. I grew up with her, or I've known her for 30 years. Or actually, Laura known me for, well, actually, yeah, 30 years. She's a friend of mine. So anyway, yeah, so it's all good. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.